All right, welcome back, folks. This is part 4 on working on this 63 Star Chief. So in the last episode, we got the engine running. Finally runs on all 8. Wahoo! But still not running that great. So we went ahead and picked up some tune-up parts to put into that thing. Plugs, wires, that kind of thing. We'll do that later in this video, but for right now, we're going to kind of switch gears to working on the interior. I want to get the interior tore apart and see if there's any surprises in there, which I really don't think so. That way we can get an idea on if we can put, a simple hoop style roll cage in it, because this car does not have a B-pillar. And I believe it's old enough that it only has lap belts in it. I haven't really looked that closely, but I don't see any belts in it at all at the moment. I think they're probably smashed between the seat cushions kind of thing. But I'm pretty sure that this car is only going to have lap belts because there is no B-pillar to put the shoulder belt onto. And I definitely want a little bit more than that. Even if this car is only, a 17 or 18 second car, don't care. Want a little bit more beltage than that. So that'll give us an idea once we get the interior blown apart to see what kind of seats, like either a side-by-side seat or a cheap racing seat, something like that. And then a roll cage so we can have something to mount some simple shoulder belts to, harness, whatever. So yeah, first part of the video, we'll work on that. We'll get the interior blown apart. And then the second half of the video, or second part of the video, we'll get back to the engine. We'll do the tune-up. We'll finally get a timing light on it and, kind of dial it in a little bit better as far as timing goes. And the dwell angle for the points, pull the points, get them cleaned up, that kind of good stuff. I had the transmission. We went ahead and off camera and filled it with transmission fluid and got it to roll on its own back and forth on the rack here. So that's good news. Now that we've wakened this car up after who knows how long it's been asleep, things are going to start to show itself, and it already kind of has. Yeah, let's get busy and see what happens. All right, let's do something, a little change of pace. Let's get this interior tore apart. If I can get the door open. There we go. Yep, she's a cream puff. Actually, this seat didn't look too terrible other than just being disgustingly dirty. I mean, wow, not really all that cracked. Actually, not cracked at all. Just a little bit of wear on the other side. Some staining. Dash doesn't have a single crack in it. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get all the seats ripped out. Get the carpet ripped out. See if there's any surprises underneath there. I don't know about you guys, but I love this open design. Yeah. We had to knock this rear seat loose to take it off of there so we can get access to the trunk. That was in the first video. Not moving the seat, but getting the rust out of that trunk. Holy moly, that thing was nasty. Oh yeah, yummy. Woo! All right, let's make it empty. All right, just want to jump in here and show some progress. He's in here working his butt off. Look at the, just shows you what moisture even in Colorado can do to a roof. Isn't that wild? It's almost like this car, now it's hard to see, but that's charred, almost like it's seen a little bit of fire.
Fire! Fire! Fire!
Yeah, I'm not spending too much more time in there without the respirator. It's from here though, it's smelling a lot better. Doesn't this color scheme remind you of like grandma's luggage that she took to the Niagara Falls vacation back in, 19 probably 67? It's kind of a, doesn't it remind you of that? I think it does. All right, guys, let the work continue. Okay, holy cow, is that a lot of work. But here's where we're at so far. Just about done. So got the rear deck, all that tore out. Seats are gone, carpet's gone. The floor in this thing looks really, really good. I mean, I'm not sure about, there's that sound deadening material. Not sure about what's under that yet, but from what I can see on the sides, it doesn't look too bad. And from under the car, from what I can see, it doesn't look that bad either. But we do have a section here that, let me see if I can get a different light on there. There we go. This side's a little bit more rusty, but it doesn't look like it's blown through. Kind of rub a spot down. See what I mean? Lots and lots of potato chip rust. But I'm hoping that once we get all this vacuumed out, it'll be pretty solid. It sounds solid anyway, but this is what was sitting underneath this stuff that just kind of chipped out on its own. To take the rest of that out, I'll have to go buy some dry ice, but I don't have that stuff with me right now, so we'll clean the rest of this up best we can, and I'll report back in when we're done with that process. Okay, we're done with the vacuum. This is what we ended up with. Just gonna let you take a gander at it. Folks, I believe we got really, really lucky with this car. It looks outstanding. Still solid, it's all surface rust. Over here, a little bit more rusted, you know, penetrated and flaked off, but it is still just absolutely solid. It ain't going nowhere. So yeah, got really lucky on that. So now we can make a determination if we want to put a single race seat there or doubles, or maybe even get crazy and put that back in. I don't know. That would be fun though, because you can take it to town. Yeah, but check out the stuff we found underneath the seats, underneath the carpet from back when the car was new. I'm trying to read, oh sorry, I'm trying to read this. It looks like it's actually inverted. It is inverted. Huh, I'm not sure why it's like that. Maybe it's meant to be where you'd put on carbon paper and you'd rub it to make an impression. But yeah, that's all inverted. Huh. Pontiac idento plate. I really wish the rest of it was there. Kind of neat. And then found an old lottery ticket. The Shamu Club. And if you're from Colorado, I'm not sure if they're anywhere else other than Colorado. I'm sure they are, but hamburger stand from back in the day. I'm guessing by the font, probably the 90s. Oh, as I flip it over, there's all the locations. Pretty cool, huh? And then somebody must have replaced their muffler at one point. Muffler installation instructions. Found that in there. But yeah, anyway, that's where we're at so far. So we're going to cut for lunch, and then we'll get back to working on this crazy thing. Alrighty, we're back from lunch. Holy moly. This thing absolutely exploded in here. Just take another look. Well, it looks good. One thing we noticed when we got back from lunch, though, is underneath the car, it decided to take a leak. Transmission fluid. Oh my goodness. What the heck? Yeah, so that's another thing we'll have to deal with. All right. Let's get this cleaned up. And I'm thinking we're actually going to stick that bench back in the car because it's not in that bad a shape. Of course, we'll spend time, you know, vacuuming this out. Yeah, cool. All right, let's get this mess cleaned up. All right, folks, we got the interior of this car cleaned out. It smells a hell of a lot better. Doesn't smell like mouse poop, pee, that kind of thing. It smells like grandma's luggage. Yeah, that's it. I will take that smell over rodent anything. Well, with that, folks, I think we're going to cut this episode short. I know we said we're going to work on more engine stuff, but this took all day. So we're going to stop this episode here, and we'll continue with the engine and brakes and transmission, on a different day. All right, thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next time.